Thanks.
Go ahead.
You said this morning Roger Hansen was coming along. He had a tonight, right?
Yeah. I thought he played hard again tonight. I just see, there's just a little bit more competitive spirit in his game here recently. The team's been digging in. He's a veteran player. It looks different for everybody, that competitive spirit, but he's been working hard and doing what he can, and he gets rewarded for some of that work here tonight. He was good, nice to see him get rewarded. The first one in two different ways, really. Nice play by Zach on the second one. They cheated to take the wall away, finds D2, which happened to be Joe, and a good shot and screen, gets a lucky deflection on their D trying to block it. But the first one getting gritty, that whole line, and then going to the net hard and finding the rebound. So off the end boards, it was good to see.
Is that something you spoke with him about, or something he just knew?
Well, we've been talking to our whole team about that, and it's been so. And I haven't spoke with him individually on that, recently, but I mean, we're reiterating it every day and what we need to do. It's one of our keys to, really defending. It's what the game requires in order to win. At the end of the day, is that you can't cheat your work ethic. You can't take shortcuts. He's got to be hard and competitive, or it's just not going to be good enough.
You guys get that early lead in the third period, and then the rest of the way, Vancouver had a lot of spurts, but you only let up 8 shots in that period. Just what could you say about the team's full effort to not have to just rely on a goalie?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Starting with our goalie, I thought he was. We have the same chance they have in the first period with Nate driving the net low. We miss on it, they score on it, and after that. He was, and you can't fault him on it. It's breakaway, partial breakaway. It is what it is. Some are going to go in, some don't. But he was competitive tonight, and I thought our guys were really competitive in front of him. There was a lot of those net front scrambles that, was hard to find, to cover. And our guys collapsed back to the net front, and they played hard. Kivy keeps the one out, and then they get the next chance. They slide it over on the one-timer there late in the game, and then Lecky gets out and gets a block. The penalty kill at the end of the game. I liked the adjustment that Prater made with those guys. They protected the house really well. We gave up the Pedersen low net drive, which is probably the best chance that you could possibly give up. We managed our way out of that scramble, and then we followed that up with, I think it was 4 blocks, to keep the puck off our net. So there was a little desperation in our game, a little urgency in our game, from the start of the game right to the end.
Do you see this as a measuring stick game, something that could give you guys confidence based on where Vancouver's at in the standings, or does it matter?
I hope so. But it's a really good team, and we had to play really well. That was a good hockey game. It was intense. And both teams were disciplined. There was some ebbs and flows to the game with momentum, but it didn't look like either team really changed their approach and what they needed to do to win. It was hard fought. When you're playing a really good team like that and both teams are dialed in, it's going to be a battle. So, and that's what it was. Tonight we came out on top, but. We've already kind of turned the page, what's that, 3 out of our last 4, right? So we're, and more visible signs of the way that we have to play. It's never going to be perfect, you know what I mean? But it's a good sort of lesson and a reminder to our guys that we still have the ability to play the right way and win. We don't have to fill the net every night to win if we defend the right way. And, they're getting the results because of their work and the effort that they're putting in on the ice. It's good to see.
Did you feel the crowd wanting Nate to get his home scoring streak?
Well, I was wanting him to get it. He had a couple good looks, and I think he stays with it right to the very end. You know what I mean? I think he was a little frustrated because they had some good chances, and then we had the power play at the end where I thought we created some nice chances. Or at least a couple good looks to the net. I don't know how many of them got through to the net and whatnot, but he knows he's going to be on the ice at the end of the game, right? So if we can hold on to a win or build a lead and hold on to a lead, then he's going to get an opportunity with the net empty. So I was really happy to see him get it, and as long as he can keep that going, I think it's a positive thing for our team.
Since getting back, Sam Girard has
been a difference maker for you guys? Is this as good as you've seen him play since he's gotten?
It's solid. I mean, I would say, because it's getting to be a lot of games now, that I would say for as this long a stretch and being as impactful as he is, it probably is the best I've seen him play. Yeah.
Zach Parise has earned your trust on the penalty kill
Kill,
pretty
yeah.
quickly. How did he earn the trust so quickly, and has he been a part of the adjustments that are being made with Prater on the PK?
Well, they're all part of it, you know. I think like there's certain guys that Prado will grab in and talk to a lot. So, you know, he grabs our D-core, talks to Taser a lot. Really intelligent player that's sort of dialed into all areas of our game. Talks to Cogs a lot, OC. You know, he likes to talk to all the guys. You got to get forward opinion. You got to get D's opinion. Well, if we do this, this might open up. You know, but he's already done the same as Ray, right? Like they already all the homework and looked at other teams that play similar to us, and if they have better metrics, why, and then like he does all the homework, then he, you know, puts it together in a easy, clear, concise, presentable fashion to the guys, gets their opinions, and you know, as long as they're on board with making the changes and they feel like they can pick it up easily without a bunch of practice time, then they'll do it. So, but Zach probably hasn't had as much input because he's new, but it'll get there. But you got to look at a guy's history too, and what he's been doing in the league for years and what he's been good at, right? And part of it is that he's a really responsible defender. He understands the game. Like on the Johansson goal, we talked in intermission that, you know, using the strong side low to high in the offensive zone, that their wingers are really jumping out there to try and cut that. So you know, you got to try and implement that into your game. What's the next option, right? Well, he gets that puck, and lots of guys would have just went low to high with it right away, and it probably would have got cut and sent out of the zone. But he takes a split second to turn, get it on his forehand, sees it's taken, and he uses a Johansson in the D2 spot, and it gets us a goal. So whenever you're seeing an intelligent player make that kind of adjustment, like on the fly in the game, just from hearing it in the locker room, is pretty impressive, and that's what he does. He pays attention to all the details on anything that can help him in the game. That's why he's still playing.
Any last ones? Good.
All right, thank you.